What's good, Mei FAM? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mei Rose, and I am back with another video for you. So guys, shit happens. Hey, before I tell you the story, basically I bring you story time today. It's like giving me chills. Okay, before I proceed with this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on those bell notifications, and yeah guys, follow me on Instagram. I'll put the link on the screen, or the name on the screen. You know what you do, you know what it goes. So yeah, it's cold. In this company, I won't disclose the name. Okay, disclaimer. I'm not criticizing people who are born again, who are truly forever Christians, who don't believe in ancestors. That's my disclaimer. Me, I believe in what I believe in, and it works for me, right? So good company Lena, like last year I started working there last year November. Cool. Now 7 months. Okay, I went for training. Basically, me, I'm a qualified sales consultant, right? So I was working as a sales as a sales consultant with a company there, you know? Right. So November sharp, this girl, the owner of the store, she wasn't working there yet. So I was working there November. After working there, I worked December because I got sick because there was a vaccine and all. So obviously December companies closed. Fine. January ngibuyele Spain. Sharp 7 January konke kahle. February ngena ama agent amasha. Cool. This girl ungena ne group entsha. Fine. So welcome. Yes, you work along now. Luckily I wasn't that close. Nah. I wasn't a friend. Nah. Ne? Cool. Manje ke, ne? Ngqhubeke ngisebenza. I think like mid-February, ngingazizwa right. Like emoyeni nje, I wasn't like okay at all. Sharp. Okay, I didn't know I took everything lightly with they won't do me anything. I have strong ancestors, I'm protected, right? Fine, which is true. I am protected by my ancestors, I guess, so I would say, okay, by the time February was about to end, so I would like feel different in Zimbabwe. Every fucking day I would come to work tired, you know. Okay, I would leave home right. I would leave home right. And then when I get to M17, when I walk in from the door and pass my computers and go to my computer, I would feel like tense, but I didn't take that to head. So, okay, cool. Every day I would like feel the same thing like happening, but I wouldn't take it serious. Now the thing that made me notice like there's something wrong, is the fact that when I left Maschisa, going back home, I would feel like that tenseness, that tenseness releasing. So I'm like, "Ay man, why do I feel tired Like I haven't been working myself that roughly, and very sure those days I wasn't no longer working like I used to. Like I wouldn't make sales like I used to. Like it was like that tough. Like I was like in the verge of even getting warnings and all. Past that, and then figgy weekend, yeah, like early March. This other friend of mine went to an interview. And then she told me, with your friend, I went to an interview and I got another job. And then I was like, yo, please link me up. Cool, my friend sent me the link and then I applied for another job because I was like, you? So was I. And then that weekend where I got the link, my mom and I went to my grandmother's house in Soweto. So I was like, I was like, okay, my grandmother was asking, how's work? And then I was like, as keep here, like, I don't work like I used to, So, like, I feel heavy all the time when I'm at that place. That place is like heavy on me, meaning I was saying it in my home language, meaning like, I can't go to that place and have a peace of mind and work because so apparently my ancestors were working on me to stop being ignorant, guys. Stop being ignorant. Listen to the madlozis, guys. Those people are your guiders. Like band protects are those people, So I told my grandmother, and my grandmother was like, why am I quiet about all this? And my mom also scolded me, like, why am I quiet about all this situation? Why am I not speaking? Then I was like, what difference would it make? Because it's like me, everywhere I go or everywhere I work, I have amabadu like my life at that time was like congested with witchcraft, so I was like, I'll just pray about it and then God shall protect me. Like I took it lightly. And my grandma was like, no, we should go to this, we have this traditionality that we go to at home. And she's like, I should go to him and see, and that man should like and give me something to use for myself, to protect myself, of which that's what's supposed to be happening in the company. If you feel ukuthi awusebenzi kahle, then use imithi on you. Don't be using on other people. Like, guys, suffocating. We are strong believers in ancestors. So already so my grandmother told me to go to that traditional healer with some herbs to protect myself. And then I was like, I'll go when I have money, because at that time it was supposed to be and I had things to do. Fine. And then I came back here, and then my grandmother, I think, went for me there, and then she told that man, what am I going through, and all. And then my grandmother gave me a call, and then she was like, I should come and do my stuff, protect myself and all. When that weekend, I had steamed. Yes, I steamed. I drank this other cleansing tea that you drink. I steamed, I bathed. There was this other herb to bath. They won't protect yourself. Me, I don't mind. I mean, I am sabukuluma. Hey, I bathed the weekend. They gave me like 7 days. I should bath for 7 days. I should food for 3 days. Sharp. Ha! Manglada. I've said. I went to work. I always arrive early. I used to arrive early at that place, like 10 to 7 o'clock. I'm already there, and it's like after 7 or 8. So mina, because I know the struggle taxi to the like in the area that I live in, struggle sama taxi. Fine. That day, yeah, like I have a Bible on my phone, yeah. So every day when I go to work, I would like read the Bible for that day and then get to work and start my day. That day, yeah, I prayed the taxi, and then when I got to work, obviously every day when I get there, the floor is always empty. You know? I always become the first one, or I'll be the second one, whereas there's my floor manager already. You know? Oh my girl, now you're me. Entering, kamnandi. My eyes are deceiving me. Like I couldn't see the way umuthi wakhe lo girl strong. I couldn't see her face at that time. You understand? So like I arrive and then so I walk slow to see what she's doing, because like she was wearing so very awkwardly, like she had a towel on her waist, just clothes in jail. And then I'm like, okay, cool, let me try and see what's going on. I took time to enter. Let's continue. I stood by the door, looking at distance. So I'm like, why is this girl standing near other people's PCs? And then I'm like, and then I tiptoed, like I was wearing boots, so these boots were making noise. So like I took them off and I tiptoed to next to her. I'm on the floor. It's me and her alone. Okay, cool. I tiptoed and then I hid by, like I stood next to my manager's door office, like on the side, and then like I peeped. So listening to her and things that she was saying, didn't bamba me well. No, there I was listening to this girl. So she's like pouring whatever she was pouring on her PC, but to stop, I don't know if I make sense, but to stop those who were working with her, like next to her, same row as her, yeah. For those who be working same row as her, to not work that day. I was like, and then she's like, no one in this row should make sense, and that other row, you understand? So I'm like, and she's like, yeah, mele kusebenze mina ngiyiwani, kungabi nomuntu enza imali engcono ukudlula mina lana kule campaign, I should only be making money. Okay. And I was like, took my shoes, ran, boo, slide myself to these stairs. Like I walked through this other door next to the lifts, and there are stairs whereby we used to come up, and then the other side has stairs to use to go down the stairs. So I was in 5th floor. I had to run to this other side, the side lele sebenziswa abantu abakhuphukayo, yabo, ukuthi angezi, obviously she won't come that side because our steps lawa sebenziswa abantu abakhuphukayo. So I went and stood that side and then peeped ngale window lelincane lapha emnyango. And then I see her, she's like working out, checking for coast, yabona, like checking the coast ukuthi akunamuntu and no one saw her, yabona into ezinjalo. And then she like took the stairs and went down. I don't know, probably because I heard the lift opening 4th floor, so I guess she opened the lift from the 4th floor. Cool. There I was trembling, didn't know what to do. Like I froze for a minute. I froze. And then me thinking of entering the office that day. It was a real struggle. Real struggle. I was so scared for my life and for other people's life that day. So like that day I think I arrived around 10 to 7. So I'm like stood there around 7:15. I saw people walking in, you see. So I'm like, okay, let me fix myself. And then I moved, entered the floor, and then passed every PC. Like my PC was second row after the one that he witchcrafted, whatever. She lowered the area. So me, I was staying in the second row, and I was like, hell no, I'm not sitting this side. I'm moving. I'm going to the other pieces at the back. There I was opening PC at the back. I'm like, I won't tell anyone. Like in my mind, I was so traumatized to the point that I was telling myself, I'm not gonna tell anyone. No one is not gonna know about this, because obviously our team leaders and our managers, whenever you tell them stuff you see or you complain, they won't take you serious. So I was like, even this one is a serious mess, but they won't take me serious. So why should I report? So I'm like, hey girl, you ain't telling no one what happened, what just happened. So I went there at the back, opened the PC, started dialing. After dialing, like a few past 8, like I wasn't feeling myself. Like my eyes would cry and J. At that point, I didn't know why I was crying for. So I'm like, no man. Like when he's cool, I'm like, Mbali, stop crying. Why are you crying? Trying to understand what's going on. And then to my head, there was this voice that was telling me, whatever you just saw is not safe for you. You gotta go get out of that place. And then I'm like trying to look around and see who's telling me that, and only to find out there's no one. It's that voice say who is it? But yeah, I have this one ancestor that is protecting me. You understand? Apparently, that's what my grandmother told me. So I started listening to that voice since that day. Oh wow, okay, cool. And then I started dialing, and then I'm busy crying at the same time. I'm like, I'm not gonna speak to any client. So I stood up and went out, and then I stood by the stairs near the toilet. And then I'm like trying to calm myself down, wiping them tears. So you see my eyes, So you see my eyes are so small. So when I'm crying, like they become this small and poofy, like Japan eyes. Like I get swollen here. Like my eyelids get so fucking swollen. So I'm like, I won't enter into the floor with my eyes like this. I need to freshen myself up. And then I went to the restroom. Started pouring water, calming myself down, wiping my face, fixing my eyes, I took about like 20 minutes doing that. I went back to the floor. So when I passed that area, that was Dalaj, pod stuff. I could feel like my breath was like taken out in my body, like, and then the moment I passed, it comes back. So I'm like, reverse, and it happens again. And then I went forward again. I'm like, no way. This thing is working on me, bruh. This thing is working on me. And everyone is like normal. And I'm like now stressed, asking myself if she saw me or what happened. So I'm like, what do I do now? I went back to my desk, sat down, dialed a few clients, and then started crying again. I'm like, hell no, what's happening? Then I was like, I know my mom knows that I no longer when I work here. So if I tell her what's going on, she won't believe me. And then I started writing my status and I think, well, I'll write like my soul is not at peace. Like I'm struggling to even breathe. And then my mom responded to my status. on WhatsApp, and then she was like, what's going on? And then I was like, I'm gonna tell you when I get home, but I'm not feeling okay. Like I'm randomly crying. I don't know why am I crying for whatever. And then she's like, oh, okay, we shall talk when we come back. I'm like, cool. After putting my food down, here I was running away again. And then my team leader was like, Michelle, what's wrong? You see? And I'm like, nah, nothing is wrong, I'm fine. And so why are you busy crying? I'm like, I don't know what's happening to me today, but I have like this emotion in me that says cry. So I don't know why am I crying for it, but I don't have any valid reason why am I crying. So here was I leaving again. My team leader was like, okay, and then I left the floor. My soul is not in a right space. Like my mind is like clustered and like everything is like going on, you know. Like I don't know, like I have mixed emotions right now. So everything comes at once. So that's why I feel the tears are coming out. And I explained the whole story to her, and then she's like, yeah, I've been telling you to leave because I know your ancestors are like protecting you, so already they are telling you to leave, but when you are ignorant, so they had to show you amehlo ukuthi le ndawo ayikho right. I was like, njalo nje. And then she's like, and then I went back to the floor, and then like I just chilled. I didn't die, I didn't do anything. I just waited for the time to go home. So I knocked off earlier than everyone. It was getting dark at that time, so I came home. When I got home, I just spazzed, bruh. I spoke, baba. The way I was so traumatized, and I was still shaking at the time, but not really like as I was at work, but I was still shaking. And here I was telling my mom everything, this and that and that and that and that. Sorry. And then my mom says like, yeah, well, that means my grandmother helped me by telling me to use these things from the traditional healer. Apparently these things are working. They worked to protect me. Now what's the next move? I'm like to my mom, Ma, I don't want to know anything. I just want to bath. You understand? I had that bathing hair left that I had for the last day. Obviously I was gonna use it for the following day, which was the last day, so I used it a bit that night, and then I was like, no way. I was saying I took that bath, and then my dad was like, hey, wait nah, hot salt, wait nah, what's bath girl. I bathed. And then I felt a lot better after that. Sharp. Following day, used the same herb to bath. Went to work. When I got there, everything was like kinda normal, but I could like still sense stuff, you know. I would get tense again to show okay, there's evil spirits. Cool. Worked. When it was about to be lunchtime, this female voice was busy calling me. Like, man. One thing for sure that I know, that place, they were not calling me with my Venek name. They were calling me with my English name. So, I was like kind of shocked. Who's calling me with my Venek name? Because no one knows that name besides my family. So I'm like, okay, it keeps on calling and saying Mbal. And then when I look around, there's no one who's calling me. So I'm like, what's going on? And then I stood up and left. I'm trying to figure myself out. Girl, what's going on? Like, why are you hearing voices? So I'm like, going back again. After lunch, same shit happened. And then this time, it called my name 3 times. And then the 4th word was get out. So I didn't understand what that meant. Cool. A week later passed. Here I was called for the new job. I was called for the interview, and bear in mind, I was like, I'm going all in. As in news tennis, I'm going to sell myself there so they can take me that day. Bet you it happened the way I was planning it. I was like, thank God I got a new job. I can't wait to start. So I couldn't leave that place yet because I needed for them to pay me before I leave, So, unfortunate circumstances, like the way it was supposed to happen, I guess. My great grandmother apparently wanted it to be in a different way, in a different lane. So, I was called. My lying. Okay, I went for interview on the 7th of April, and then on the 20th, okay, on the 19th, I was supposed to go to that workplace. Girl, wakula. Period pains, it's la. I'm here. Like, already my body, I know my body when I'm about to go my period. So that day, like, it came out of nowhere and randomly. So here I was, sick to my ass, bro. Sick to my ass, period pains like kicking. I was like, no way, I'm not gonna go to work. Cool. And then later that day, around 3, I got a call from the new company, telling me tomorrow we are starting. Are you gonna be able to come? I was like, most definitely. And after speaking to that lady, I was better than how I was in the morning. So I'm like, girl, is this the way to be told that you are really supposed to be out of that place? Guys, listen. This thing really helps. This thing really helps. Listen to your ancestors, guys. I'm not saying bash out, hey, you're not born again, but it really helps. It's true when they say you have guardians walking around with you. You're not walking alone. Even if when you think we want a strategy, but bear in mind you're not walking alone. You have people around you and who are protecting you, so you should respect that. So the lesson I've learned, I do have signs and I do get signs from my ancestors to protect me. So now I am very, very careful and I do listen. So now I'm at a better place. Working on Monday. Since mad. I'm like so even glad it was my goal, really. I even have it in my diary. Before my birthday, I should be out of that place, and it happened way before my birthday in that place. So the moral of the story is basically, guys, witchcraft is there. It's up to you. We bamba ngezandla zethu, or you become ignorant like I was before. So the moral of the story is that witchcraft is there. So guys, protect yourselves. Protect yourself. You can even call your Father God Gangaki Mhlabeni Mara. When that one lozi speaks to you, please listen. Not every ancestor wants you to be a sangoma, guys. Let's get that straight. Not every ancestor wants you to be a sangoma. It depends on how guinea, like how if you have sangoma zekhaya, obviously izonithelelela in different ways. So thina asinalo. So I wasn't expecting them to be a sangoma, but I'm listening to my ancestors. I am protected and I'm happy where I am. Guys, like I can't even wait for my birthday, like everything, like so yes, guys, that's all I have for today. Bear in mind that people don't love you. They love what you have. Ne? There are people who are supposed to be called friends. There are people who are supposed to be called people you know. Don't interact or have friendships with anyone, guys. Yo, my life. I'm a survivor, guys. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. So, yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, again, make sure you smash that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, and smash that like button. That is all for today's video. So please make sure you smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, turn on those bell notifications so you can be updated whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram right here. Name. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram right here, and my TikTok right here. And then that's where I do most of my covers, most of my duets and all. But I'm gonna come back with music, guys. I'm gonna come back with music. Like, I had to deal with a lot for the past 2 months, so that's why I haven't been posting. But I'm back, guys, with a lot of things. Hopefully I'm gonna bring you my birthday vlog. Someone is going to be taking me out for a weekend away. So yes, guys, that is that. I'm gonna bring you my birthday vlog, and then I'm gonna be bringing you music with a collab. Hope y'all are healthy and are living a better life. Ne? Love y'all.